Hello, everybody. Mark here at Gilbo Realty. Welcome back to another show of mine today. Hope everybody had a great Easter. Enjoyed the holiday weekend. For some people, today is still a holiday, so bear with me if you're still enjoying your time over the weekend. But at the same time, we have some houses here I'm going to show you in the villages, three that popped up that I think are sit between that 350 and 430, 440 range. I think you might be interested in. And guess what? I'm in the villages. I'm down here hanging out, got a place, and been driving all around today with my golf cart, taking a look at some houses, looking at the new sections last night, drove around down there a little bit, see what's going on. And still a lot of dirt in the villages down there in the newer sections. They're building, trying to build as much as they can, but you can definitely tell things have slowed compared to last time I was here in August. So it's kind of interesting to see where that inventory is going in that building. So if you're looking at purchasing new, just remember that's the base model. And also remember that you're going to put a lot of money into that. Now, don't tell me you're not going to put money into it because you are. You're going to want to keep up with the Joneses. Your neighbors are going to talk about it. They're all going to get together in a party, all talk about their upgrades. And that's kind of how it goes. It's just a trend. By the time you get into that new home, you're going to spend 50, 60, maybe 100 grand on that thing. And you can find an existing home, maybe 2 or 3 years old or less, that have all that stuff done. It hasn't even been lived in. You have to remember, a lot of the houses in the villages are only lived in 2 or 3 months a year, if that. And if there are rentals, not too many rentals that are full at the moment. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at purchasing a new home. Also, if you have a house down at Shady Brook, Moultrie Creek, and if you think you have to use your VLS realtor to list your house, that is not true. I'm not sure where that's coming from. But if you have a house in those newer sections within your year, by the way, doesn't it could be 3 days old. It doesn't matter. We can list your house in the newer sections of the villages. So you don't have to wait for your year and don't listen to anybody telling you that you have to use a village agent to list your house if it's within that first year. That is not true. But let's look at some house today. If you haven't noticed, inventory 705 today. We broke that 700 mark over the weekend. We've had a pretty good ramp up of inventory over the last couple of weeks. Boy, it's gone from like 670 something to 711 at one point as of over the weekend. And properties are going to fall off and on the market over the next probably 3-4 months. So we'll see where this is going to go. I told you that 700 would be an interesting peak and see where the inventory goes from there. It's either going to go up or it's going to drop or stay even. And we'll see. I guarantee you the villages have easily over 850 homes is my guess on the existing side. And that doesn't include new builds. And I drove by some of the new builds yesterday. I'm going to drive by more today. I'll have some video on that. I have my take on what's going on there and where they're doing some good things, maybe where they need to improve. Again, that's my take. Doesn't mean that it's right, but it's my take. But anyways, let's look at three houses today. Inventory, again, sitting at 705. I think the price right. The price okay. Tell me what you think. Let me know down below. If you have any questions, please like and subscribe as well. And if you haven't signed up to our website, go to this Villages tab. Go to buy a home. You can search the inventory in multiple different ways. Download our point and click map, which has been highly successful. We've had thousands of downloads of that map. It's been an amazing put together for us. And new build costs. What is it going to cost you when you buy that new build? I'm seeing more and more homes within the last year down in Moultrie Creek, Shady Brook, coming on the market again. And it's kind of interesting why all these homes are already being listed. Maybe because that area down there is probably not going to be done as fast as they say it is. I was reading a comment the other day in the Villages Forum, a website, and the lady said that she bought in Fenny. They said that Magnolia Plaza was going to be done in a year, and it was done in 3. They said CVS was coming in a couple years. It didn't come for 6, and still not done as of today. So just keep in mind the dates that they're pushing may or may not be accurate, and they'll probably be pushed back based on the market. And the new builds are slowing across the country. We've never had higher new build inventory than today, going all the way back to 2008. So just keep that in mind. Look at our buyer's manual. If you're going to do some open houses, I will be doing them as I'm here. So I'll let everybody know. I'll be posting on Facebook and X as to what new open houses I'm going to be hitting and what time. And if you have some time, join me. I'm going to actually drive around, hit probably 4 or 5 open houses in a day. And if you're going to want to come on the tour, I'll tell you exactly where I'm going to be and what time. And you guys can all join. We can go in all these houses, have a bunch of us go into these properties. The realtor will be flipping out, saying, look at all these buyers. But if you're in, I'm going to be sending all this stuff out. So just understand that I'll be posting where I'm going to be on all these open houses, feel free to join me at any time during that trip. And if you haven't done a lifestyle visit, when you are here, I'll give you up to $1,000 back on your lifestyle visit that you pay through the villages if you buy a home through us. To anyone out there doing it, it's a great program. So don't be afraid to reach out to me about that and ask some questions. If you're looking to sell a home, again, if your house is less than 1 year old, we can list your house. It does not have to be listed with a village agent. Let us know. We have a pretty good program on that as well. Property research, activity and fun, driving know-how, that's all links to information that you would like to know in the villages. Okay? But let's look at the first house and we'll go from there. Okay, 1971 Cerny Court, Cerny Court. Two bed, 1,290 square foot. It's basically a Durham model, Durham courtyard with vinyl siding. Sitting at 345. There's a stucco for 350. So I think this guy might be a little, just a tad high, not hugely high, but a tad. Sitting at 267 a square foot. Not too bad. Built in 2019. It's a charming two-bed, two-bath home with two-car garage in the Villages. Built in 2019. Does it say the Village? No, but we'll figure it out. Located just minutes from Brownwood, Paddock Square, Sawgrass Grove, and the future Eastport area. Okay, sounds good. See where it is on the map. So here's Marsh Bend. Right, here's Fenny. Here's Publix. The newer sections are down here being built. Here's Sawgrass. So it's not a bad area. You're centrally located between everything. So I don't mind this. Let's look at the photos. Again, the outside is nice. I mean, again, the courtyard villas are not the most beautiful house on the planet. And as we all know by looking at this house, it's not gorgeous. It would be nice if they put like a window garage in there. A lot of people may not like that, but it does give a little bit of style to the house. But again, the courtyards are practical. They have a fenced yard. They're a two-car garage typically. Some have the three-car garage. You have to go in the upper-end models for that. But I do like the fenced yard, especially if you have an animal. Okay. Love it. There's a yard backing up to a row, so just keep that in mind. This baby's basically brand new. Not even been lived in. You can tell there's hardly any wear and tear in the walkways or the driveway. There you go. I like the Durham models because they usually have a big pantry over here off the kitchen. There you go. I've got this pushed out island, which is nice. Gives you extra cabinet space. Love it. There's a big pantry right here. Usually pretty big in the Durham models. I like this little bar area. That's nice. There you go. I also like the courtyards because they have this concrete pad all the way around it. Love it. So you have a bedroom and a bathroom right here, kind of their own little suite. Probably a pocket door here too, with a linen closet. Then back here you have the master. So let's go look at these. The Village's $39 fan, which is now $49 with inflation. All right. Probably going to need some new carpet, as you can see. Okay. Somebody in a wheelchair or a walker or something. I'd rip that out. That's not a big deal, folks. So I do love the floor, though. It's vinyl flooring. It's pretty. I do love the shower. Countertops are plain Jane, but again, they can always be swapped out. And behind you, as you can see here, it's going to be a pocket door toilet, and there's going to be this closet. There you go. Nice. Yeah, nice. Here's the other bed up front. Okay, probably going to need new carpets for that as well, as you can see in the bottom. Here's your shared bath. Nice. Okay. Laundry with the appliances. Remember, with the new builds, you don't get appliances, folks. The washer and dryer, I mean. All right, let's go out here to the lanai. It's kind of actually not a bad sized yard here. It's okay. It's got the bigger wall behind you because there's a road right there behind you. Yeah. I don't mind this house. It does have gutters? No gutters. So you're going to have to put gutters on. That's important. At least get one over your AC. Stop that water from pouring in there. Very nice. Okay, so finally somebody showed the garage and what the deal is with not showing the garage. Okay, so here we are. I don't mind this. Two-car garage. I mean, all the electrical is all up to date, up to code, because this is only 5 years old. It's a pretty house. I don't mind this. So 1971 Cerny Court, $345,000. I think you probably get this a little cheaper. It needs some cosmetic work, probably some paint, needs some new carpets. That's probably why it's priced here. But there is a stucco siding Durham model for 350. So this one here, I think, is a little bit higher than that one here. So I think they got to go down a tad on this price, but it's still sitting at 267 a square foot. Not too bad. Built in 19. Check this one out. All right, 2104 Ivy Wood Street. It's sitting at 420, 1,488 square foot, but it has the golf cart garage. Love this model. It is stucco. It is vinyl siding. So it does have some landscaping that's been done, but it is a huge corner. Look at the size of this corner lot. It's gigantic. So if you want a little space from a neighbor, or at least not have neighbors on all sides of your home, which the villages tend to do in the newer sections down there, posted stamping them, this might be one you might be interested. 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,488 square foot, sitting at 282 a square foot. Now, I'm not saying that these are priced right or any way, shape, or form, but I'm saying that just based on some of the features, you may like this house, especially with the golf cart garage and the bigger lot. A short ride to Brownwood, that's nice. Nestled in the village of Hillsboro, it's nice in there. Built in 2013. Not bad. Let's see where we're located. Okay, so here's Brownwood. You're right outside. So if you want to be near Brownwood and you're in this, 400 to 450 mark for home purchase, maybe you consider this one. Maybe you think about it. Let's look at some photos. Again, you got this huge corner lot. I can't believe the size of this lot. Wow, look at this. This thing's huge. Man, you would never find a lot in the newer sections. They want 100 grand for that thing. Wow. And it also has this lanai here too. It's pretty. I love it off the side. So here's your layout. You walk in, you got a bedroom up front. Love it. Master and a bedroom over here. Very nice. Love it. So this bedroom here is pretty much its own little suite. It's got a little bathroom right off it. Here's the master bath back here. Love it. Kitchen's in the back of this house. This ought to be interesting. I can't wait to see this one. In the back. Okay. Off the 2 sliders. I love this flooring. It's beautiful. There's that $39 Village fan with a light kit in it. That's kind of nice. Look how bright it makes that room. Here's that front room. I wonder if there's a closet in there. We'll find out. Love it. I kind of dig those cabinets. They're okay, but they do need knobs on them. Again, those are things you have to add. Nice. Little front eating area. I don't even think it's needed. You might as well just make this one huge kitchen because you have a big eating area right here. What's the point of this? It's kind of stupid. It's a waste of space. Add more counters and cabinets so people have more places to put things. All right, so electric stove. You got your appliances there. Let's see if we can get out of this room. We don't need 900 pictures of the same room. Okay, here we go. The master. Still love those floors. They're pretty. Here we go. So basic countertops, pocket door, toilet, and shower in the same room over here. It's fine. Surround. So they upgraded the closet. Those are pretty. Those are not cheap, folks. Love it. Here's the other bed. Nice. So the reason why they can't call this room a bedroom is because there's no closet. So you can't put it in the MLS as a bedroom, but it is a flex space. So if you wanted to put in like a Murphy bed, use it as an office like this person is doing, you can have the Murphy bed with some office space as well. And then when we do have visitors, you can use it as obviously a bedroom. So here's the laundry. It's nice. Washer dryer. They sealed the garage floor, by the way. There's your hot water tank out here. It does have the pool downstairs. Nice. And I love the lanai. This is a gigantic lot. I can't believe the size of this lot. It's huge. Wow. Love it. I would just put some privacy shrubs here. We're pretty. Or put a pool in. Right, folks? Put a pool. All right. So 3 bed, 2 bath, 1,488 square foot, 420,000, 2104 Ivywood Street. Sitting at 282 a square foot. Built in 13. Not too far from Brownwood. It's actually right outside the village of Hillsboro. If you're interested in this one, let me know. Actually, I don't think it's priced too bad. It's not too bad at all, considering how what kind of shape the roof is in and some other conditions of the house, which again is going on 12 years old. So you got to think about those things when you purchase. Okay, let's go to another one. All right, 1589 Armstrong Ave, and this is a pretty house. It's a good looking house on the road. I love the basic landscaping. It's a pretty garage door. It's just nice, right? It's just done tastefully, and it has a big backyard, and it's a fenced yard, which is even better. So 1589 Armstrong Ave, 3 bed, 2 bath, 1584 square foot. It is open Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday of this week. I will probably be going to this one tomorrow. Sitting at 268 a square foot, built in 2019. And there's no bond. Bond is paid. How often do you find that from a 2019 build? Plus, it has plantation shutters, 3-2 traverse veranda, and Monarch Grove. Nice, I love it. So let's go look at some photos, see where Monarch Grove is right here. Here's the newer sections down below. Here's Sawgrass. There's Magnolia Plaza. There's Fenny. Just give you a lay of the land, okay? Let's see some photos. I love the look of this house. It's beautiful. Beautiful landscaping, all basic, but tastefully done. I love the brick they laid in between the concrete of the driveway. There's a big backyard. You put a pool in here, folks. Got gutters too. Why? Because you need to get that water away from your house. Very nice. Big wall behind you. You get a ton of privacy in this property. Wow. This house is pretty. All right, so here's your front entryway. Love the door. Love these shutters too, by the way. Very nice. All right. Again, we don't need 40 pictures of this room. It's not very big. So that's the back room. Here's this look from the front door. Probably the first shot they should have put in there. Cool little backsplash going on. It's kind of okay. I don't know if it really goes with the room. All right. I don't mind the floor, though. The floor's pretty. It's tile floor. Gas stove here. Way too many photos. Okay. So you do have this little bevel edge countertop. I don't mind that. There's a little bit of an upgrade compared to the cheaper models. It's nice. It's cute. First bed. Must be the master. I can see a walk-in closet over there on the left. Another closet on the right. So these are dual closet. Love this layout. Love the fact there's 2 closets in the master. Dual sinks as well. Big walk-in shower. Love it. Here's the other bed. Probably what, 12 by 12, give or take. Here's the shared bath. Nice tile to the ceiling. Love it. And here's the last bedroom. And notice these shutters. These are not cheap, folks. Very good. Tile floor throughout, bedrooms or carpet in the bedrooms. There's a laundry. I assume that's off the garage. Nice. So here's his back room, which probably was the lanai at one point in time, maybe, but I actually like it. It's enclosed, got a big area. So you have a little living room up here, maybe potentially a dining room area. Then you have this other room back here. And I actually like the fact it gives you a little bit of privacy from the kitchen in case there's a bunch of noise going on up there. I actually don't mind it. This is nice. Huge backyard for this house. Love it. They sealed the garage floor. Maybe you can get that extra freezer. Got some storage out here. Pretty. There you go, folks. Love it. So 1589 Armstrong Ave, 425,000, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1,584 square foot, sitting at 268. But this house is a pretty looking house. I love the backyard. It's a veranda, so it is a fenced yard. You get a ton of privacy. I love the inside. There's really no carpet except in the 2 bedrooms there. 2 baths. The bathrooms are really nice shape. They're both tile showers. I just think it's well made. It looks good. And it's a sharp looking house from the road. So think about this one, 1589 Armstrong Ave. Again, I hope everybody enjoyed the holiday. Thank you so much for watching another show today. Please like and subscribe when you get a chance. I have a bunch more content coming out this week and next week, and we're going to do some things that we haven't done yet on the channel. We're going to take a bunch of videos, show you some things, some places that we're going to go. So we'll have them up as well once I get the editing all done. But again, if you haven't been here, go to the Villages tab. Take a look at our Buy a Home tab and see a bunch of ways to search inventory in the Villages. If you're looking at maybe some 55 plus communities outside the Villages, go to our 55 plus tab. It'll have you Lady Lake, Leesburg, and Ocala places where you can find 55 plus communities. Okay, if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm always available, and everybody have a rockin' day.